Ever wanted to create animated videos but been put off by how difficult they are to make? Me too. But with the evolution of AI, now you can start to make this dream a reality. With this tool I'm about to show you, you can make animated videos in 15 minutes and you don't need any specialist skills to make them. What's more, we're only using 2 tools for the job, and one of those is ChatGPT, so it couldn't be easier to follow. To start off with, we're going to head over to the Chrome store so that we can download an extension for ChatGPT. The app we are looking for is called AIPRM. It stands for the AI Prompt Resource Management System. Click the blue button to add it to Chrome. Mine is already installed, so the button instead shows remove. Once that's installed, head over to ChatGPT and you'll see that your screen looks a little different from normal. AIPRM provides a series of formats as tiles. By clicking one, it will adapt your prompt to fit the desired format. The one I'm looking for isn't on the first page, so I'm going to search for it. It's called Short Story Generator. Click once and you'll see it at the bottom. Now it's time to provide your prompt. I'm after a story about a man who gets in shape so that he can get better at stealing things. Pretty funny, right? ChatGPT seems to think so. Look at it go. With my story made, it's time to head over to the website we'll be using to build our animation. It's called Steve AI. On their landing page, they have a sign up for free button that is pretty tough to miss. Hit that. But for me, I already have an account, so I'm instead going to log in. Once you're all signed in, you'll see a series of functions on the dashboard. We've got text to video, PowerPoint to video, but what we want is text to animation. This will open up a new window and a box will appear for auto-generating your script. You can just hit apply as we're going to change that once it loads in. To remove the provided script, you can't highlight it all as you usually would. It cuts off after each scene. So instead press the clear all button on the right. Now go back to your ChatGPT story, copy it and paste it into Steve AI. If you want, you can tell the software what your story is about, then hit next. Afterwards, you'll be presented with a series of templates. Select whichever one tickles your fancy. In about 20 seconds, your video will be ready. Let's give it a preview. I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. Of course, I want to make some changes though. As it stands, the music is too upbeat. There is no voiceover, and also some of the scenes could be improved. First up, let's tackle that out of place upbeat music. To do this, we're going to hit the music button to the bottom right of the video. Click the left icon. Given my character is training to become a better thief, I'm going to search for sinister music. The first few I looked at were pretty good, but the track Are You Sure really spoke to me. It just sounds so sneaky and cunning. Perfect for my little thief. On to swapping out scenes. My very first one references a bustling city, but the background here is for a park. That's no bueno. To change the scene, click the background and then select Change Background. Steve AI helps us out by selecting key phrases from the scene and then putting them as buttons at the top. Plenty of viable scenes here, but I like this one in particular. Now to change the character. I quite like mine for whatever reason. Perhaps it's because he doesn't look like a thief at all. Nevertheless, if you want to change yours, just click your character like you did with the background and click Change Character. There's a ton to choose from. Many are restricted to the paid plans, but you can easily get by on the free plan. Another way to edit your story is by altering your character's animation. Here I have a scene where the narrator reveals my character is not working out for usual reasons, but rather to get in shape so he can commit heists more easily. The AI selected a spooky backdrop for this one. I can see why, but I think I can improve it. Showing a crime being committed is far more engaging. For this, I'll need to change both the animation and background. As before, I selected the background and switched it. Then to change the animation, I selected my character and hit Change Action. Before even typing out my prompt, I saw this cool one of my guy dangling on a rope. If that's not perfect, I don't know what is. After making the change, I noticed my text background colour swapped from blue to green. I noticed this a few times when playing around, so watch out. Switching it back is simple enough. Click the text and then press Change Colour and reset. Here's my new scene. The last step of making my animation is to include a voiceover. Steve AI comes with a collection of voices, and as you can imagine, some are paid and others are not. You can preview each one before selecting. I like Joanna the most, so I'll go with her. As another point, you can always add in your own voiceover, but I'm going for speed here, so I'm not going to bother. After all these steps, here's a preview of the finished product.
In the heart of the bustling city of Silverdale, where neon lights painted the streets with a kaleidoscope of colors, lived a man named Ethan Darrow. To the outside world, he appeared to be an ordinary fitness enthusiast, dedicated to sculpting his physique. However, hidden beneath his chiseled exterior was a dark secret, a plan to commit a series of daring heists and vanish into the shadows.
At least I should be finished. Do you hear what's wrong? My song has disappeared. What the heck? I went back to the music tab, searched up my song again and re-added it. This time it played correctly with no issues. Okay, so I'm actually done now, so I click Publish. For my export, I'm going to leave the title as is, as it doesn't really matter. And if you're up for a paid plan, here is where you can select the higher quality render. As I'm using the free version, I'll be exporting in 720p, which is still pretty good quality. When you hit download, you'll be informed that you're using one of the free monthly credits, and then that's it. Your animated vid is queued, and it's just a matter of waiting for it to finish. How exciting! We've made a full animated short story without having to mess around with tedious keyframing or syncing up audio with video. That being said, Steve AI is far from perfect. Let's go over the pros and cons of this software. For the pros, it's free, and you really can't beat that. You get 3 downloads per month, which is not bad at all. The AI also does a neat job of selecting appropriate scenes and actions to your scripts. I only had to change a few. Finally, with a narrator and music built in, you don't have to use third-party programs to add these qualities later. What's more, you can even add in your own voiceover and Steve AI will match it up. Now for the cons. There's no denying that the library of actions and scenes is pretty limited. If you're too specific with your story, the AI won't have fitting scenes to match it up with. That being said, I was using the free package and you get far more options if you subscribe to a paid plan. I also encountered what appeared to be a few bugs. Both my background music disappeared and the background text color changed a few times. It's hardly a big issue, but it's still something you have to correct. And finally, what I consider to be the biggest drawback of them all, the export time. As a free user, you enter the free queue, and there are tons of other people trying to export at the same time. This leads to a massive wait, which isn't very convenient. Of course, there are some workarounds for this issue. You can always prepare your video well in advance of when you need it to account for the export time, or you can upgrade to the premium queue. This is often empty or just has a few people. Yeah, I wouldn't let this reason alone deter you. It's not as if you have to sit by your computer to wait for the video to finish exporting.
Bruh.
What really matters is how long the videos take for you to make, and Steve AI helps you get the job done in around 15 minutes. So all in all, Steve AI is well worth using. You could certainly set up your own YouTube channel and occupy it with short stories made using this software. Sign up and try it for free, link is down in the description. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you found this video useful. I scour the web for the best AI tools to save you the time of having to find them yourself. Until next time, adios.